Good morning, everybody. So I'm just going to go ahead and kick this off to the different locations, and then we'll get started. Hope you guys had an awesome Monday. So I'm sending this out to Class Dojo, and then we'll go to Google Classroom. Do. Alrighty, let's see. All right, it is up on Google Classroom. All right, so that is up. Let's go ahead and send this out in here. So we are going to start Hogwarts houses on Friday. Something fun we did last year during distance learning that was like a big hit. It's a nice motivator for turning your work in. Yeah, it was just something fun to do. Okay, so that is out. I will go ahead and turn the stream on, and I will see you soon. If you do not see the chat box, again, if you do not see that chat box, go ahead and refresh the page. You should see it pretty soon. Good morning, Ali. Good morning, Alexa. I'm going to go invite friends to Mr. Rad's group real fast. Hello. Welcome, friends. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and take attendance. Or at least pre-attendance to account for friends rolling in. Let's see who we got. I've got Nils and Micah. Good morning, gentlemen. Javier Aya, good morning. Devin, good morning. Josiah, Jenna, Ashley, good morning. Good morning, Zalim. Lexi and Alexa, good morning. Good morning, Khadijah. Good morning, Jacob. I saw Ali. Good morning. Good morning, Hamza. Good morning, Shelby. I've got Audric. Hi, Tiana. I'm glad your internet's working, sweetie. We missed you yesterday. Morning, Khalees. Morning, DJ. Just missing a few friends. Not too shabby. No, you're good. Thank you for letting me know, Khalees. You can watch the video when you get home with sparkly teeth. With all your pearly whites. Devin, yes, I can. So let's plan for like 3. I had meetings all day yesterday. Just back-to-back meetings. I think I finally finished at like 8:30 last night. That happens. I actually had a parent once that was pretty good at pulling out teeth. She was like, she just had a knack for it. No pain, quick and easy, just done. It's so funny because I'm so good with gross stuff. Teeth, I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's so gross. Which is hilarious because my brother's a dentist, so he's all about the teeth. My Little Pony. Is it from Adventure Time? Kaylee's got a sword in the small group. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Bom dia, Gee. Good morning. What's it from? I did guess. Is it a Barbie sword? Ty's got a Minecraft sword. That's what I said. It looks like the My Little Pony colors. Ty has Minecraft. It either looks like a My Little Pony sword or a Barbie sword. I don't know. Maybe Barbie's a ninja now. That's okay. My last tooth when I was growing up did not fall out until I was in 8th grade. I lost my last tooth in 8th grade. Khalees, it sounds like you are going to need a nap when you get home. All right, so let's go ahead in 2 minutes. I'm giving you a 2-minute warning. Oh my goodness, Tiana, you got $20? You've got quite the monetary tooth fairy. Aya, it depends. Morning, Ray. Morning, Avery. Morning, Kian. Zora, if you're here, say hi. Michaela, if you're here, say hi. And RC, if you're here, say hi. Only missing 3 of you. Only missing 3 of you. So 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Morning, Michaela. Laughing gas. That'll help because, yeah, you won't feel anything if you're getting the anesthetic and the shots. So you're fine. You'll be fine. You'll probably go to sleep and wake up and it'll all be over. Time will fly literally like that. All right, let's go ahead and go. Let's go ahead and take our fun talk hat off and put our scholarly hat on. Time to shut down fun chat. Say okay if you are ready. Thank you, everybody. When you hear your name, say hello. That way, if I have missed anyone, we can make sure that you are here. Here we go. So I've got Zalim, I've got Aya, I've got Ali and Ra. Zora, if you're here, I need you to say hi. I've got Aiden, Jacob, Audric, Hamza. I've got Ray, Kira, Shelby, Avery. I've got Kian, Khalees, and Lexi. I've got Michaela, Sama, Micah, and Nils. Morning, Zora. I've got Ty, Javier, Faiz. No Hanan yet. I've got Devin, Tiana, and DJ. I've got Jenna, Alexa, Josiah. I've got Kaylee and Guy. RC, if you're here, say hi. And then I've got Ashley, Katrina, and Khadijah. Let's go ahead and take a look at the work that you're going to be doing today if you have not already gotten started. Remember, if you are getting started early in the morning, as I know many of you have, you are working on getting that green light. It's really, really important that you are working on your reflex math. It is great for working on your multiplication and division skills. For my 4th graders, this is even more critical for you because once we start getting into topic, I want to say it's topic 3 or 4. I think it's topic 3. We start getting into multiplication, and then 4 is division. And if you do not know your multiplication facts, it is going to be extremely hard and frustrating. So just knowing your multiplication facts up through 12 is a 3rd grade standard. So it's really, really important that you keep pummeling those skills, which is why we have reflex math. So if you don't have your password, if you're like Mrs. Young, I can't remember how to log in, that's fine, but you need to message me. Remember, our whole goal for distance learning right now, because we can't really do anything about distance learning, right? But we have to take advantage of it. And part of that is going to be taking responsibility for your learning. And we can do that in part by making sure that we are doing reflex math every single day. And a lot of you, my fifth graders, when we started last year as fourth graders, a lot of us didn't know our multiplication facts. And once we started doing reflex math, those skills skyrocketed. So many of you now know all of your facts from 1 through 12. I'm so impressed. I can't wait to see how it really impacts your ability to get through chapters 3 and 4 this year. From there, you're going to do Flipgrid. So many of you guys had wonderful ideas for stuff to research. So today you're going to be doing something called the key is in the question, where you turn your topic from yesterday. Yes, make 2 comics, Jacob. But yeah, so many of you had really cool topics yesterday. I was really impressed by Zora. Zora wants to look into organic beauty products and looking at the difference between, the beauty products that have the toxicity and the really like strong chemical compositions versus your more organic products. So I'm interested to see where you go with that, my friend. I really liked Michaela. Michaela gave us 3 different topics. I love the itch one. I think that would be really cool to look into. So your goal today is to take your topic, whether it's Khalees's pigs or if it's Kaylee's horses, whatever you did, turn it into a single question. So you don't want to do something like crazy broad, right? So if I was Kira, who wants to look at the ocean, I'm not going to create a question like, what's in the ocean? Because there's like a substantial amount of stuff in the ocean. But I can whittle it down to something specific, like what are the different zones of the ocean? So make sure that you're giving me a specific question. Hi, RC. Then for your prodigy, make sure you're messaging me if you want to know where you're at, but you should be doing about 20 questions. I've found that 20 questions usually takes around 30 minutes. We are going to get into math right now. And then literacy is going to be at 10:15. We'll do social studies today at 1:10. Perfect, Shelby. Kira can totally look up jellyfish. Jellyfish cycles are really, really cool. The life cycle of a jellyfish, it's really intricate and nifty. And the terminology in there as they develop their medusas from a polyp, it's really fun. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into math for today. Here is your table of contents. So let's go ahead, take out our notes, go to the table of contents. We are adding a new topic. We are doing topic 1.2. So it's the second half of the topic. I have found more success for the kids when they go from whole number and focus their attention there and then jump to decimal. Oh, I'm going to shut my door real fast. I got bugs flying in. Eeps. So topic 1.2 is decimal place value. We are doing day 1, which is intro to decimal place value. Give me an OK when you are done writing your table of contents down. As of now, your table of contents ought to look like mine. Remember, we are practicing. Our middle school skills. All right, so when you're done, just give me an okay. I've got a few of you. So as more of you guys roll in with the okie dokies, we'll move on. We're going to go into our objective for today. Thank you, thank you. We'll give it a couple more minutes. So just a few more minutes. So just a few more minutes. I want to make sure that I get some more friends first. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Hamza. Thank you, Khadijah. Thank you, Micah. So the most important aspect to remember today is your THS, as I like to call it, because like your decimal place value essentially mirrors regular place value. All you need to remember is the at the end of it. That's really the only difference with your decimal place value. So you could be real obnoxious today and walk around your house all day and just go be like, because that's what you learned today in math. What'd you learn today? I learned the importance of sounding like a snake in math. I'll even send you a link to a song that I really enjoy that really looks at the place value and adds the THS. They don't make the snake sound, the but it's still pretty cute. I played it with RC yesterday, and it was the only song that he was like, this isn't bad. So we'll do that. I can't play sound on here because stuff gets copywritten and then your video gets taken down, but I can post the YouTube video itself in Google Classroom for you guys. But it's pretty fun. All right, so let's go ahead and move. I'm going to create a piece of paper so I can do your objective for today. Okay, so up at the top, you're going to do day 1. Intro to decimal place value. You're going to go ahead and put the date. My favorite thing is when I look at my notebook from the previous year and I'm always within like one day. That makes me happy because like I know we're dead on where we need to be. So I'm like, woo. And then go ahead and put your objective, OBJ. When you get this far, go ahead and give me a text emoji in the box. Just one. I'm going to close my other door because now it's chilly. It got cold. It's chilly. Thank you, friends. I'm going to turn the fan off too. All right, so we got 23 friends in here. We're at 11. There's 12, 13. $14, $15, thank you. Just once, guys, because then I end up counting friends twice. We'll give it one more minute. Okay, let's go ahead and get our objective down. So today we will learn how to recognize that in a multi-digit number, a digit in one place value is 10 times as much as the digit to the right and 1/10 of the digit to its left, regardless of place value. So it's a long one today only because of the introduction of decimal place value. Good job, Aya. Good job, Zora. I know this one's a long one, so we'll give it until 8:30. At 8:30, we will move. At 8:30, we will move. Great. Good job, friends. So we'll give it until 8:30. Oh, haha. Thank you, Zora. Daily robot check. I'm still human. Prefer. Good job. So 8:30 will move. 8:30 will move forward. Go, DJ, go. Double robot check. I'm still human. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Building up writing stamina. Good job. Keep going. Take about 15 more seconds. See how far you can get. 15 more seconds. So 15 more seconds. Take 10 more seconds. Fabulous. Okay, here we go. So if you have it, here's our notes for today. Okay, so here's our notes for today. If you weren't able to print it off, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and draw it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move my keyboard just so I can write. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a chart. Here's my decimal. And I've got ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And I know that when I move from my smaller place value to the larger place value, I'm multiplying by 10 each time. 1 times 10 is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000. 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. And the same is true no matter what, even in decimal place value. So your first decimal place value is tenths. And then you've got your THS. And then from tenths, you've got hundredths with your THS. Thousandths with your THS. And just like when you go in reverse, when I go from one place value to the right, each time I go down 1/10. So when I go to the left and I'm going up the place value chart, I'm multiplying. If I'm going down, it's 1/10. And then keep in mind, keep in mind superstar, there is only one ones column. So there's no once column. There's only one number one. If I have one thing of something, I only have one thing. If I have one pen, I have one pen. If I have one water bottle, I have one water bottle. There's only one Mrs. Young. There's only one ones column. So there's only one ones column. Then it goes tens, tenths. Play the mime game. I've got one ones, 10 tenths, hundreds, hundredths, thousand, thousandths, 10,000, 10,000ths, 100,000, 100,000ths. So yeah, it mirrors itself. You've got the ones and then tens, tenths, hundred, hundredths, thousand, thousandths, 10,000, 10,000ths. Anything in the decimal place value always has the THS attached to it. So again, I've got one ones, and then I've got tens, tens, and then I've got hundreds, hundredths, and it just kind of keeps going. I'm trying to mimic it in my video the right direction. I don't know if I mirrored or not. We'll see. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into it. If you already have the chart, yay. If you don't, that's cool. I'm going to draw it real fast. Okay. So if I have a grid that shows one hole, how much do I color in? If I have a grid and it's one hole, how much do I color in? If I have a grid, how much do I color in for one hole? How much of the square would I color to show one entire hole? How much of the square would I color to show one entire hole? Shelby, good. Michaela, good. Zalame, good. Ray, excellent. Shelby, good. Yeah, I'm going to color the whole thing. So I'm going to see if I can do that. I can't. Oh, well. So I'm going to color the whole thing. Okay. So this is my model side. If I want to show one whole as a fraction, how would I show one whole as a fraction? How would I show one whole as a fraction? How would I show one whole as a fraction? Now keep in mind, there's lots of ways. My fifth graders, see if you can give me the simplified form. How would I show one whole as a fraction? Aya, high fives, very good. Yes. Hamza, yes, feel free to color in. So yeah, I'm going to show 1 over 1. And then as my decimal, I have 1 decimal 0. I've got the ones in the ones column and a 0 in the tenths. Good job, DJ. Yes, all of those are 1/1. Very good. So if I'm doing in a decimal, I'm making sure I have 1 represented in my ones column, a decimal, and then nothing in my place value for the tenths. Okay? Give me a text emoji when you are ready to move. Give me a text emoji when you are ready to move. Bye, Sama. It's teeth day for everybody. I love it. Thank you, friends. Fantastic. All right. Excuse my poor attempt at creating a 10 grid by drawing on an iPad. So go ahead and let's move to the next one. So when I have a 10 grid, right, now I've gone from looking at one whole, and now I want to look at 1/10. If you think of that as a hundreds grid, how many columns would I color if I wanted to show one group of tens? Think of that as a hundreds grid. Okay, it's a flat. In a flat, what would I be showing? Yes, Khadija, very good. And so if I think of this as now representing decimal place value, I've taken my one item, my one whole, and now I'm showing 1/10. Right, and that's how I would show it as a fraction. 1/10. 1/10 is written exactly as you say it. 1/10. So 1/10 is written exactly as you say it. 1/10. In 1/10, I have nothing in my ones column. What number do I use to show a representation of nothing? What number do I use to show nothing? What number do I use to show nothing? 0. Very good. So I'm going to have 0 decimal 1. I've got nothing in the ones, and I've got 1/10. Good. Okay, I'm going to add more paper. Extend my grid down. Alrighty. Okay, so here's my next grid. If I have 100 units in the whole number or whole grid, how many squares should I color in to show 100th? So again, if there are 100 units, ten units colored in would be a 10th. I want to show a single 100th. 1, very good, yes. So if I'm coloring in 100th, 100th, how would I show that? As a fraction. If 1/10 was literally 1/10, what is 100th going to be? If 1/10 was 1/10, what is 100th going to be? Yeah. So 1/100. And I would write the decimal 0.01. I have 0 ones. I have 0 tenths. And I have 100th. Good. Because this is a whole number representation and not a hundreds grid. So the units represent hundredths, as in the decimal place value, not whole number place value. You can use the tens blocks to show whole number and decimal numbers. So now I want to show 1,000th. how much would I color in for 1,000th? Keep in mind, the coloring keeps decreasing. One whole would be the whole grid, and I know 1,000th would be smaller than 1 block. So check this out. Ready? Here's 1,000th. Make it smaller. Okay, there it is. Do you see it? It's real small. I'll make it black. There it is. Not even half the block. Half the block would be 5,000th. So there it is. There's 1,000th. There's 1,000th. It's right there. It's tiny. As you move to the right of the decimal scale, your numbers get increasingly smaller and smaller. So as I move down the scale, stuff gets teeny, 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 tiny. And as you go up the place value, it gets bigger, 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 bigger. How would I write 1,000th as a fraction? How would I write 1,000th as a fraction? Very good, Aya. Yes, 1,000th. 1 over 1,000. How would I write it as a decimal? Go for it, Guy. Very good, Hamza. Yes. 0, 0, 0, 1. I have 0 ones. I have 0 tenths. I have 0 hundredths. And I have 1. Yay. All right, so take a moment. We're going to move to the next set of notes. So now, if I've got my decimal, and then I've got my ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Other direction is tenth, hundredth, thousandth. Okay. So now I'm going to create another table. And I'm going to show standard form, word, All right, and then the last one is expanded. So if I have 13 and 45 hundredths, the way that I say that number, I'm going to cut it off here. The way that I say the decimal is 13 and 45 hundredths. I say this first, the decimal second, decimal place value third, and then I name the place value. Okay. If I have 0 and 0 1, it means that I have nothing in the ones column. The place value to the left of the decimal. It also means I have nothing in the tenths column, the place value to the right of the decimal. I have a unit of 1 in the hundredths place. So I would have 1 hundredths. Yes, please. I'm trying to help Guy. Yeah. Okay, so think of it like colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm going to say this, I'm going to say the whole number, so whole place value, first. So 13. Then say the name of the decimal, which is and. Then say the decimal number, so 45, and then you're going to name the last place value. So if I have how would I say that number? How would I say that number? Yes, very good. So this would be 4, say the whole number, and say the name of the decimal. It's not decimal, it's not point. There's no pointing in math until we get to geometry. Then we have points. There's no pointing for decimals. Pointing is geometrics. There's a point, there's a line, there's planes. There's a point in geometry, not in decimals. Decimals, given a name, right? I don't call you student, right? It'd be too broad. So its name is and then you name the decimal number 2 and name the last place value. The last place value there is the tenths. So I would read that as 4 2/10. Okay, let's do another one. I'm going to add more paper. And yes, we are. Okay, what about 97? What about that? I gave you the first part. How would I say that? Keep in mind, how you say it is how you write it. How you say it is how you write it. So the words coming out of your mouth right now, they are going to be how you write it. Ray, I am so proud of you. Good job. All the high fives. Yeah. Good job, friends. We'll wait for some more to roll in. We're going to get those math skills right. I'm so excited. It's so good. So yeah, that would be 97 and 6, because you want to say the number, hundredths. Sound like a snake in your place value. Add your remember, place values are a bunch of snakes. We're a bunch of cute noodles. Reptile noodles. Okay. So let's go up for expanded form now. Expanded form, remember, is you're showing each value. So this would be parentheses 3 times 10 plus next one. Oh, just kidding. I was right the first time. 1 times 10 plus 3 times 1 plus. And you do the same thing with your decimal place value. I have 4 sitting in what place value? The tenths. I have a 5 sitting in what place value? The hundredths. So you're just showing each individual place value. I have a 1. Where's the 1? It's in the tens column. Write a 10. I've got a 3. Where's my 3 sitting? The ones column. Show it with a 1. I've got a 4. Where's the 4 sitting? Tenths column. So I write 1/10. Where's the 5 sitting? What column is it in? The hundredths. So I write 1/100th. Math is fun, but you have to allow it to be fun. Like anything, it requires practice and skill building. Soccer isn't the most fun sport when everyone's running around you with all of their awesome skills and they pop it over your head and they keep shooting goals on you. But it's super fun when you're playing with other friends that have the same skill set. Math is the same way. Math is super fun, but you have to keep your skills up to par. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, how many ones do I have? In my number, we are here. How many ones do I have? How much? What is the value of the ones column? So if I'm looking at that amount, 4 and 2/10, how much is sitting in the ones column? And 4 and 2/10, how much is sitting in that ones column? Khadijah, you're close. Nope, there's a 4. So I've got a 4. So I identify 4 times what column? The ones column. So I have a 4 sitting in the ones place value. 4 and 2/10 is 4 and 2/10. There is a 4 sitting in the ones column. So the value is 4. Now I'm going to add how much is sitting in the tenths column. So I've got 4 and 2/10, had 4 in the ones column. How much is in Good job, Alexa. There we go. Good job. Yes. And I would show that as 2 times what? How would I show that? 2 times what? So right now I have 4 times 1 plus 2 times what? What do I use to show 1/10? How do I write 1/10 as a fraction? 2 times 10 would give me 20, and I don't have a tens. I have a tenths. So if I have tenths, how do I show 1/10 as a fraction? I have to use 1/10 as a fraction. Yes. Very good. 2 times 1 over 10. Very good. High fives. Psh, 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 psh. Good job. Okay, next one. 97 and 6/100. 97 and 6/100. How much is in the tens column? How much, so what is the value of the number sitting in the tens column? 9, yes. So I've got 9 times, so 9 times what? What's the value of that place? 9 times what? $10. Very good. Yes, 9 times 10 plus next place value. What? Good job, Josiah. Good job, Khadijah. What's the value of the digit sitting in the ones column? What's the value of the digit sitting in the ones column? That's a lot of 7s. What's the value of the digit in the ones column? Yeah, just a 7. So 7 times What number do I use to show the ones column? Hint, it's in how you say it, the ones column. How do I say it? One. Very good, Khadijah. High five. Very good. Yes, 7 times 1 plus. Now, do I have anything, Micah? Good. Anything in the tenths column? 97 and 6/100ths. Do I have anything in the tenths column? No. So I don't have to do anything. I do not have to put 0 times 1/10. I can if I want to, but it's kind of not needed. So I move on. I've got a 6. The 6 is in what column? What place value is the 6 sitting in? Yay, Ray, yes. Remember, sound like a snake. Reptilian noodles. Make sure you get the hundredths. So remember your ths. What fraction should I use to show a hundredths? Guy, muy bien, very good, yay. Yay, very good. Good, good, good. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your work for today. Where did I put it? All right, so all you have for today is a drag and drop activity. Okay, drag and drop activity. You're going to look at the left column in the standard form. Okay, they're all in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your standard form is in order 1 through 10. Does that make sense? RC, do not leave. RC, do not leave. So, for example, I'm going to read the number. How would I read this number? I'm not going to say it. How would I read it? So how would I read this number? I don't want to say it because then I give it away. So how would I read that number? Close, Aya. End with your place value. There's no such thing as a sixth, except when you're dealing with fraction, just not place value. But you're close. Try again. What's the name of the place value? The 6 is in what place value? There you go, Alexa. You're getting closer. Go 1 down. So you've got 86, where the 8 is in the tenths column. So where is the 6 sitting? Once does not exist. Once isn't a thing. Yay, Zora for the win. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. So then I would go find that and drag it. Good job, Ashley. Good job, Javier. You are locating the word form and the expanded form of the given number. So if I wanted to expand give me a smiley if that makes sense. If you need me, you can always text me. Okay, so let's go back. Khadijah, do not leave. Do not leave. I excuse you. You do not excuse yourself. As rude. Be like if I just got up and like left. You're like, no one's leaving. I snorted. It's so funny. All right, so work on your small group activity for now. So work on your activity. Okay. I will see you at 1:10. And if you have not turned your work in, okay, if you have not turned your work in, I need you to turn your work in. Go into your Google Classroom, hit that turn in button, because I have a bunch of friends who are like not turning stuff in. Hogwarts teams, I'm giving priority to kids who have turned everything in. Get the turn in button going, guys. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close down the chat. I will see you at 8:15 or 8:15. I will see you at 10:15. Okay, so I will see you at 10:15. All right. Bye, friends. I'll see you at 10:15.